Hello, Hamster Combat CEOs. There have been a new update from Hamster Combat team, from the official team, and I want to talk about it in this video to give you clarity on where the project and the airdrop is heading to. If this is your first time on the channel, don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and share as well. And then let's head over to the more pressing issues on the new development that has been going on with Hamster Combat. This afternoon, there was an official message from the Hamster Combat team, and that is what I want to talk about in this video. So take your time to listen and understand what this message is all about. And that is what we'll be talking about in this video. So stay tuned, guys. Now, this was the first message. It said, "Dear CEOs, we've received a lot of comments about the new playground section, and we want to address them. Now, the first thing first, participation in various activities will impact the amount of tokens received in the upcoming airdrop, not the fact of distribution itself. Not the fact of distribution itself. All players, but not bots, will receive the tokens." Now, what this simply means is that whether you participate in the hamster daily cipher, in the hamster combo, in the key the mini game that was recently introduced, in the playground game that was also introduced, you do not have to worry. It would not affect your tokens during the airdrop, whether you do them or not. It's not going to affect the reward you'll be getting from Hamster as your token when the airdrop time comes. So you don't have to worry or get frustrated that if you're not doing these games or these new updates that's recently been introduced, whether you'll be affected for the airdrop. You won't be. So go ahead and do your thing. If you wish to go ahead with them, you can. If you don't want to do them or participate in the tax, you can let it be. It won't affect your tokens that you'll be getting. Only thing is that it's going to affect the numbers of tokens or the amount of tokens you would be eligible to receive. But saying that without them you will not gain anything, that is not true. You will receive a certain number of tokens, but not as people who participated in the airdrop itself. Now let's head over to the second part, which says, "We also want to clarify that no section of the game is mandatory to play." No section of the game is mandatory to play. The game's philosophy does not enforce participation in any activity. Now, it is not mandatory, like I said before, for you to participate in any of these activities or in any of these games. It is not mandatory. So you can go ahead and do your thing. You can decide to participate and play, or you can decide not to. So it doesn't affect your it's not mandatory that you must play those games. So you can let it be. For those of you who has been complaining, who has been saying a lot, you can let it be without participating on those games and still guarantee that you are going to receive your own airdrop. Now let's move further. It says the game's philosophy does not enforce participation in any activity. The goal of introducing new features like the playground is to even out the chances for real players, new players, and players with different gaming styles to earn their share of tokens. The only mandatory part to receive your token is to connect your Ton wallet to your profile. Now, like I said, the only mandatory thing, which means whether you've been playing the game, whether you've been doing the other activities and tasks that were introduced, it doesn't matter. If your Ton wallet is connected to Hamster Combat app for your airdrop, then you don't have an issue. All you have to do is for you to work on your profit per hour, like we have always been talking. Work on your profit per hour, because that is what you will be needing to for the tokens that will be allocated. So you don't have to participate in any other things. All you need is your profit per hour. Work on those, but then your participation in other activities or in other games or in other tasks that have been introduced is just going to increase your chances of the tokens that you will be eligible to receive. It's just going to increase the chances of the amount that you will be getting. So now let's move over to the third. It says, but we want to make it clear that we hear you and your feedback is very important to us. But before that, there's something that said here: the goal of introducing new features like this is to help real players, new players, and players with different gaming style to earn their share of tokens. Now, what I feel here is that there's already a huge number of people on the HAMSTER Kombat. It is one of the biggest airdrop listing that is going to come. Now there's over 200 and something million people, 250 million people on this game. There's over 250 million people on this game, and the allocation of tokens is going to be affected so much if they don't have the number of or the amount of finances to cover up payment for gamers or for CEOs. So all this introduction of games, introduction of mini games that you have to download and play is just a form of them raising funds. It's just a form of them raising funds. Like you can see, most of those games has a lot of ads on them, so it's just a form of them raising funds to fit in for the projects. So let's go ahead. It says, but we want to make sure or make it clear that we hear you and your feedback is very important to us. And that's why we will soon update our approach to games in the playground section. We will shift the focus from ad heavy games. Like I said, there's too much ads on those games, and it is really annoying. But nonetheless, it's just a form of them raising funds for the projects, raising capitals too for the project. So then they are saying that they will shift their focus from ad heavy games. That means games with lesser ads or games with more ads. They are going to take those off to introduce games with lesser ads. So to those with more relaxed gameplay for your enjoyment. So they're going to shift from more heavy ads to ads that are not really heavy for users. And now it says, lastly, it says, and now to the part that you've been asking the most, the airdrop. We are actively working to make it happen. Now recall that HAMSTER was supposed to list in the quarter 3 of the year, which is this month. It's supposed to list in the month of July, but so far with the new developments and things, and I believe this has been shifted. So in as much as it is, HAMSTER Kombat might be listing in August, while we await the official announcement from them. So as you can see, it says keep in mind that this is a very complex technical task for all the platforms involved, since HAMSTER Kombat is one of the biggest projects in the industry and can become the biggest airdrop in history. This presents potential overload for the networks involved in the process. We value you very much, and we want the airdrop to be carried out as smoothly as possible for every single one of you, and so that everyone can receive their tokens. Right now, we are closely working with the TON blockchain team to develop the most efficient technical solution for our airdrop. So this is like I said, HAMSTER is one of the biggest airdrop coming, and there's over millions of users on it. So I remember when DOTCOIN was launching, the technical team of Telegram wallet and some other wallets, even Bybit, there was a lot of problems that the people could not claim their token on time. Just a moment after the coin started dumping, that people were able to claim. So I believe these are all processes in order to keep these things straight for you to be able to, or not to have issues when you are going to claim. So take your time and don't give up on the project. It is a very good project that's going to pay. And don't say they're taking too long, because that's what most people don't understand. Airdrops takes quite a number of time before it comes out. So airdrop takes quite a number of time before it comes out. It's not like it's taking too long. These are all processes that they need to put in place for things to work out well, so that you won't be disappointed and every other person won't be. So thank you very much for watching. Subscribe to the channel, turn on post notification, because I'll be dropping updates back to back on this project and other incoming projects. So thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel. See you guys in the next video, and let's keep up with the project that is ongoing. Thank you very much for watching.